Good morning, New Cov. Thanks again for journeying along with us as we're doing these readings through the Lenten season. Today we're going to look at Psalm 84, and as you read it, just to be able to set our focus on eternity, on our time with God. David starts out with, "How lovely is your dwelling place, O Lord Almighty." There's this basic theme of hope and setting our sights on things that are beyond us, beyond our circumstance, outside of the things that we can see or experience now. And there's really quite a joy in being able to cling toward those things. You know, in our church right now, there are so many circumstances and situations that people are experiencing and going through, and my heart breaks as I think about what people are experiencing. It's really hard. The times that people are having, the illnesses, the loss of loved ones, those kinds of things. And sometimes I just think, God, what is it? Why? Why does it have to be this way? As we look at Psalm 84, I love this because David sets his sight above his circumstances. Sometimes there are things where we'll go through our lives and we'll say, man, if I can just make it through this particular circumstance, whatever it is, this day. Once I make it through this day, then life is smooth sailing. Once I finish this project, then everything's gonna work out well, and I'm gonna get some runway and just be able to just coast for a little while. And the truth is that sometimes that is the case, but often to be able to set our hope on what it is that God has set for us in eternity. Being able to recognize that everything that happens here is about God's glory and about us being able to be drawn closer to Him or to help others to be drawn closer to Him. So a couple verses that just stuck out to me here. Verse 5, "Blessed are those whose strength is in you, Lord. Their strength is in you." They're not in circumstances, not in getting through a certain circumstance or time in their life, but that their strength is set in you. Verse 10 says, "Better is one day in your courts than 1,000 elsewhere." How awesome to think about this time on this earth as being temporary, and the eternity that we'll have, the time with Jesus in heaven, and to be able to set our focus on that. No matter what happens here, we have our hope in things beyond this time here. And those things are, to be quite honest, those are hard things to be able to think about and to set your focus on, because we want life to be great here, right? Verse 12, "O Lord Almighty, blessed is the man who trusts in you." So this is, I think, where we can settle in today. What does it look like for you to trust God right now in this situation, in this time? What does it look like for you to put your hope in Jesus as you experience this? And trust might look like a step of obedience. It might look like just perseverance. It could be any number of things. But what does it look like for you to put your trust in Jesus today as you move forward? Thanks, New Cov. Have a blessed day.